middle and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for two. The two are going to try and throw for it.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Tua.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it as we resume action. Sanders now to kick this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. On 1st down, back to Achane.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. Tua.
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run. Achane.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Achane once more. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st down at Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. This is 2nd and 8. Throwing is Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go with Williams. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Williams going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Demarcus Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now Tua.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play, because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Out of the gun, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins will have solid. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. A play fake, and it's Darnold. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the... ...40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Toward the pylon, caught. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Tua's throw complete there to Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Achane. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Back to the ground, Achane.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
6-0 our score after 1.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Here's Darnold.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Darnold to throw again. Forced out to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
To throw is Darnold.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
And it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Darnold.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. this call down near the goal line. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Tua now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And going deep for Hill.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards.
And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Steps away to his left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Up the middle, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Play action. It's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Room past the 35 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now Tua going to change the play. And they'll give this to Achane. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44. Darnold. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Darnold. That is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Now Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That one complete to Naylor. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Darnold to throw. Able to find Jones. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Darnold. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Darnold.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
An inside give to Jones. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. In the ensuing kickoff, they were open for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. They go play action with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. From the gun, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Flushed out right.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
He's checking.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Achane. And this is not going to be enough. He's in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2nd down, here's Hurts.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Malik Washington deep for Miami.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long.
And going deep for Hill.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This one thrown underneath to Achane. Here now, 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Smith.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tua, the final shot before half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he takes this one.